Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews. We got us another pumpkin beer here. I've actually reviewed this beer. It was review number 30. Long time ago. They've actually changed the label. You know, when I went in this year, it had a different label on it. I'm going, I like the new label they've done. So just a plain Jane label with some writing on it. They've got a nice little cartoon character. Looks like I don't know what the hell it is. Some kind of something eating a pumpkin. I mean, it almost looks like some kind of red-eyed demon eating a pumpkin. I don't know what the hell it is, but very colorful label. A lot better than just a plain Jane label like they've been putting on them up till now. And it's got 2014 edition and 6th annual, so I guess they've been doing this beer for 6 years now, but it does have 2014 written on it. Not a super expensive beer, but I paid $2.59 for this one bottle of beer. So a little bit on the price side. It's 7% alcohol. And of course, if you buy, you know, I think they come in a 4-pack. I don't think they come in a 6-pack. They're a little cheaper than that. So if you figure, you know, 4 of them's probably going to cost you about $10, between $9 and $10 for 4 of them, which isn't too awful bad for a 7%er, especially if you like the style. And when I seen it, I said, well, it's been a few years, about 4 years since I reviewed the first one. I said, I'll go ahead and re-review this one too. So let's get on with this one. Commercial description says that pumpkin ale is a full-bodied, spiced brown ale brewed with alright, tablet. Brewed with baked pumpkins, cinnamon, nutmeg, and brown sugar. Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale is named after the annual Pumpkin Chunkin' Festival held near Lewes, Delaware, the weekend after Halloween. And I also read, it says something else about it here. It says they brewed our pumpkin ale with pumpkin meat, organic brown sugar, and spices. As the season cools, this is the perfect beer to warm up with. 28 IBUs on this beer, which is not bitter at all. Should be fairly on the sweet side, and should be very typical of your pumpkin beers with your pumpkin pie spices, with your nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, allspice, cloves, all that going on. And with the pumpkin that they add, the real pumpkin that they are using, it should have a nice pumpkin-y taste. So this when I did this one 4 years ago, it was one of my favorites. Between Dogfish Head and Ale Works and Shapley, they were the go-to pumpkin beers around here. Stuff that I could actually get my hands on. Because I'm here in Virginia, and a lot of the other pumpkin beers that are brewed all over the country are distributed here, or you have to have somebody either trade for them or have them send them to you, or whatever your luck may be to get your hands on one of them. So for a regular, not an imperial pumpkin beer, I thought it was pretty tasty at the time. So let's see if I feel the same way after we drink this one. Alright guys, food pairings for this beer. It says general, dessert, and the meat is poultry. This is a fairly lightweight. It'd go good with your Thanksgiving dinner, turkey and dressing and all that kind of stuff, I would imagine. But it's a lighter beer, and it's going to go well with pumpkin pie, no doubt. But this type of beer is something to me as more of a novelty. It's a seasonal beer. They only do it once a year, and I don't know exactly when they actually done this. This says 2014. So if they're like some of the other guys that like to rush a season, this may have been in the bottle since June or July, but it doesn't have an actual bottled on date. It just has 2014 to 8th or 6th in the series. So it's all the information we have on this beer. The glassware is a pint, becker, not a tumbler. I got the double glass, guys, for this. Like I told you before, I'm start using it a little more regularly because the shape of this glass enhances the aromas. Not recommended for extended cellaring, so if you get your hands on one or four or ever how many, I would drink them up within 4 to 6 months. You could probably, 7%, it would probably keep a year, but I think some of the pumpkin-y spices and stuff would probably fade over time. Alright guys, without me flapping my gums any further, let's get this in the glass. I'm kind of thirsty. First beer of the day. Nice little hiss. It ain't exploding out of the bottle like the one the other day. I want to apologize to you guys for the review the other day. And I left off the final chug and all that. Thing come to find out, the editor had been drinking, so we had to fire him. Yeah, that. I mean, you know, everybody screws up, and I screwed up that day. I didn't go back and look at the video after I put it together, and it kind of bit me in the arse, if you even know what I mean. So I redid it and reposted it the next day. So sorry about that, guys. Shit happens. All right, over to the light. I can see the bulb right through it. It is a nice orangey pumpkin color. A lot of bubbles streaming up from the bottom. Looks very nice. Didn't pour a massive head. Didn't pour too aggressive, I don't guess. And it's basically dissipated the head that was there. So let's get a nose on it. It smells just like I remember it. Nice pumpkin-y, and just like the description says, you can get the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the allspice, and a ginger in there. Maybe a little brown sugar. Smells very good. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Very pleasant. Very easy drinking. Nice pumpkin-y taste. The spices are blended well. Seems like it's pretty balanced. It's very nice. It's got everything that you would want in a pumpkin beer. Just I remember, it's a very well-rounded pumpkin ale, if you will. Nothing is overpowering anything else. It's very very sessionable if you like this style of beer for 7%er. Not got a big buttery taste like the pumpkin does. Of course, that's an imperial pumpkin beer. Yeah, very sessionable. Well, let's try out of the fridge. Just as I remember it, guys. Very, very pleasant, very easy drinking. Nice, well-rounded beer. So let's let it warm up a hair and let her taste it, and I'll come back and do the final chug. See if I can remember to put that in too. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Yeah, it's a pretty decent beer. I mean, still one of my favorites as far as the pumpkin beers go that are available here to me. Only time I drink these beers, of course, is when I do this between October and November. I usually try to review some that I haven't reviewed yet, and they're getting harder and harder to find. But a lot of the newer breweries are getting their hand in the act. So, I mean, I have a limited distribution here in Virginia of what's brewed across the country. And, a lot of the beers just don't make it out here. So, but this is still fairly tasty. It's still on my probably top 10 list of pumpkin beers. So, let's do the final chug. Very nice pumpkin-y taste with your typical pumpkin pie spices, nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice. Very pleasurable, very easy drinking, very nice. Very well made beer as far as I'm concerned. Guys, to me, it's a 8 on the scale. It's a borderline between an 8 and a 9. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, it'd probably be a 93 or a 94, maybe even a 95. They've got the year on the bottle, but I don't know how long it's been in the bottle. I'd like to have that bottling date on there, just to know if it was put in the bottle in June or July or August or when exactly it's put in there. Then I'll make a decision on how long I want to cellar it instead of this having 2014 on it on a 7% beer. I like a little more information than that on it. So, but that's just me. That's just my opinion, guys. Well, let's see what everybody else thinks. We'll go over to Beer Advocate, and Beer Advocate says 89 in their very good range. I wouldn't argue with that. And Rate Beer says 90 overall and 96 in the style. So yeah, you average that out, it's probably a 93 or 94. That's about where I've got it. So, very, very nice beer. I mean, if you can get the Dogfish Punkin with their new label this year, pick it up, give it a try. If you've had it, let me know what you think of it, guys. So, that about wraps it up for the pumpkin beers. I do have, I think Nate said something about sending me a couple of Imperial pumpkin beers, so I may review those once they arrive. But that's all I've got, and all I'm going to probably pick up as far as the pumpkin beers goes, unless somebody's got something extra special that they would like me to try. We're going to wrap it up once the 2 beers from Nate gets here. I don't think I'm going to purchase anything else here. I've about, like I said, bought everything that's available here, or already reviewed the ones that are available here. So, that being said, let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you guys.